This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports and Golf Channel on NBC. Pleased as always to be at the house that the King built, Arnold Palmer, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida.
The golf course that's produced many a great champion. Tiger Woods has won it a whopping 8 times. Ernie Els has won it twice. This is a place that tests the best in the game.
Get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, Frank. Start of a round at a great golf course like Bay Hill. 461-yard opening par 4. What does it take here?
Nice little draw off the tee. If you're a little fearful, the out of bounds on the left where the practice fairway often comes into play.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker.
Oh, I liked that.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
So, Frank, out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. Well, by getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
In red figures at 1 under par. Just a couple of feet. +1 in the early going. Back to the action here at the second and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow if you can hit it sky high, that's the best shot to hit in there. This green sometimes gets brick hard, and of course it all slopes to the left.
This is a good-looking shot. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. He'll need to be strong with this. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
That was a good run at it, Rich. Now it's at sneaky distance. Good read, good line, well played.
Shouldn't be a problem here. -1 in the early going. Par 4 third here at Bay Hill. This is a hole where you do not want to miss left. 434 yards and plenty of water.
Don't look left, don't hit it left, don't play left, don't go left. What a great shot.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Good contact, good result. Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
And it makes the green in regulation. Second shot here at the third.
One of the narrowest greens at Bay Hill. Water, as you can see on that left side. So for the faint of heart, you're going to miss, if anything, to that right side. And that's exactly where they put a little bunker. So be very straight on the second.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
Good work there. Now to even par. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo back at the fourth hole. It's par 5, the first one on the golf course, and Frank, a really good scoring opportunity.
Certainly is. 2 bunkers down the left. Just want to keep it inside that. If you flare it a little right, there's a hazard that just sneaks up on you. Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Second from an excellent lie. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Frank, this is still a mind blower to me. Tiger won the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill 4 times in a row from 2000 to 03. You played the game at the highest level. How hard is that?
It's almost unimaginable to Rich because, Bay Hill changes each and every year when they have the tournament. But there was always also the look of resignation of the other players. There's never really been a golf course that really suits Tiger Woods any better. He hits the ball a long way. He hits it high. Greens are firm and fast. It's just built for him. And not only has he won it 4 times in a row, it's 8 total now.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Frank, tricky little third shot here at the par 5 fourth.
Especially if you don't have a full number, because there's just that little mound in the middle of the green. If you get on the wrong side of that, instantly you can be 30, 40 feet away. So check where the flag is. Is it front? Is it back? And then try and land it in that section.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Now 2 to the good side.
Even par currently.
Into negative numbers now with that birdie. 5th hole at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an iron here is not a bad idea.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, what about this approach shot here at the 5th?
One of the few holes where you get a short iron in your hand for that second shot, but that green slopes away at about a 45-degree angle to the right, which makes distance control paramount here at 5.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Setting up for an approach shot here. Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Solid par to remain 1 under. One under on the deck. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls. Nice.
Looks good. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Great pitch shot.
And getting ready for the putt. Makes the putt and moving in the right direction. 2 under par. Frank, the good news as you come to the 7th after that beast of a par 5 is that it's just under 200 yards and there's no water.
Yeah, it's not as long as the second, but it's just as demanding. Very narrow entry into this green.
This is looking really good. On the green, but still a tough putt coming up.
Looks like it's heading for the bunker.
He just missed the bunker. Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. These putts keep the round together. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Getting ready to tee off here at the 8th. Frank, this hole has it all. Dogleg, bunkers, water. How do you successfully navigate it?
It's such a pretty looking hole, Rich. That bunker down the left just sort of pops out and you see it. So you can either work it off that to the right, either that or just aim a little right. But be careful of those trees on the right.
This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there.
Second shot.
This is a good-looking shot. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the greens, Frank.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. Has taken it to another level.
It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter. I'm loving that balance.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. This, the second shot here at the par 4.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad.
Can you imagine if that kicks towards the bunker?
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Settles in over the putt.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
This is a 9-footer. Did the job right there. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Birdie try up next. Frank, the approach shot here to the par 4 10th. Decent chance for a birdie with a good shot?
It is really all about distance control. There's 4 different sections here at 10, but if you've got the right club in your hand, then you are looking directly at the flag.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Ten-foot putt left. That looked for all the world like it was dead center.
I've got no idea how that missed. Knocked that down for par, remains at 4 under.
So they'll tap in.
Nothing wrong with that par putt.
Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not. Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
Frank, another good hole to par 4 11th. Looking at the second shot now.
Yeah, the second shot has a similar look to the second shot at the third hole at Bay Hill. Water all down the left-hand side. That has to be respected. And a green really where you've got to favour the right side, or at least right of middle.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. 4 under on the day. Teeing it up here on the 12th, 574-yard par 5, Frank.
Another one that's reachable, obviously long and straight. That rough down the right side, though, is normally very thick. Avoid the 2 bunkers, lots of contours and undulations around this green.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. So after the layup, Frank, here at the par 5 12, hit shot here, try to make birdie.
Yeah, just use the contours of this green. You can actually get to this flag a lot of different ways. Using one of the mounds, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Birdie try up next. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
And getting ready for the putt. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. At the par 4 13th now, Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those 3 bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie. Had every chance of going in.
Locked in on the read and the speed. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Impressive. Once again, that's a par, remaining at 5 under. So a tester from 4 feet. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Frank, as we come to the 14th, a par 3, what's ahead for the players?
Once again, another tough par 3 coming up. Narrow at the front. It gets a little wider the further you go up this green.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
He can't believe it. Thought it was in. Good round going at 6 under. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Good putt. Now at the 15th, big dogleg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough. Ah, nice.
Looks good. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Not in the fairway, but not too bad, just in that first cut. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
Well, this could be good. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. There you have it. Well done. Great putt. Shouldn't be a problem here. Good, confident stroke. That's what you like to see. Putting for par. Stays at 6 under. Frank, we know at Bay Hill, the finishing stretch allows a player to make some things happen. You can make up some ground. Par 5, 16th. How realistic is birdie or even eagle?
Well, this is where it all starts, and you're right on the money here, Rich. Good tee shot, you can be looking at 3 or 4. Bad tee shot, 6 or 7, and the round goes horribly wrong because you've got 17 and 18 to come. What a great shot. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot. Didn't hit it in there tight, but still with a good chance.
Yeah, if that's his worst shot at the end of the day, then I still think he's played well.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that.
could have hit the flag and bounced away and steered straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
And about 210 yards for the flagstick here in this par 3.
Surely not.
That shot does finish up on the green, but it sets up for a very difficult putt. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. A bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker plays like.
Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Oh, I thought he had that. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just hammered that par putt, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking or what was going through his mind right there, but he better wake up in a hurry, because if this one doesn't go in, then that score's going to rack up very quickly.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. And that's a bogey. Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill, 18th.
Hole's got a little easier over the years with the new equipment. People getting it out there a little further, so you've got a shorter club in, but you've got to be wary of that run out on the right side. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just had a bit of a spasm right there. I don't know how else to explain it. You're on the green, and now you're on the fringe? Has this now for bogey. And with that, a very strong performance. It's a round of 66. Just a couple of feet. And he makes it for a bogey here. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Well, hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We are in the great state of North Carolina, set to kick off the round here at Quail Hollow. Frank, it is one of the most well-respected courses on tour.
And for good reason, Rich. Great layout. Also, we said hello to Rory McIlroy and Ricky Fowler. They recorded their first ever PGA Tour wins at this very golf course. I'm loving that balance.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, what's the player looking at here on the approach at the first?
Just a short iron. You really want to check which side of the mound that the flag is today. You do not want to be pitching your approach shot on the side of that mound. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Second shot, good look at the green. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
He'll need to be strong with this. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Locked in on the read and the speed. And so just getting started, even par so far. So a tester from 4 feet. Nudge this one home, finish it up. So with that, 1 over par. Frank, this is a really fun hole, a pretty short par 3, downhill.
Yeah, half a club, you can allow for that, so it won't play its full yardage. You can really see that right part of the green. That's the most inviting one, but when they stick the flag on the left, you really have to be precise.
He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Well, this could be good. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Kind of a tricky read.
It's no snack, though.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in. Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. To 1 over par early on in this round. Just a little tap in here. So 2 over par for the round. This is a strong par 4, 452 yards, the third hole. It's a good challenge, Frank.
It is. Big sweeping dogleg left. Actually in a straight line, it's 315, 320 yards to run out. So if you hit the ball further than that, it's going to have to draw. Otherwise, you'll be hitting in the rough on the other side. Still a lengthy shot into there on a green that actually has 3 different levels. Ah, nice.
Looks good. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location on the approach of the third?
The second shot plays a little bit uphill, plus that general slope from left to right.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Good chance here. +1 in the early going. Just trying to keep this round on track. Past that putt, stays at 1 over. Frank, this is a muscular par 4 here at just under 490 yards, the fourth at Quail Hollow. A difficult proposition.
It is, but fortunately that tee shot plays a little downhill. But one of the difficulties with the tee shot is the fairway kicks from right to left. So it needs a good one to keep it on the fairway, and another green that has 3 different levels.
Frank, it's a nice walk to make down the fairway when you can see your golf ball right there in the middle.
Rich, there's an old saying, fairway first. There's another example. Hit it in the fairway, and the game becomes very straightforward.
Just a beautiful tee shot. Frank, as we look at the second shot here at the fourth, what's the best chance for a birdie?
A nice high floating second shot would be the ideal go here, Rich, just pitching slightly right of the flag. But you cannot afford to miss this green on the right.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Birdie try up next. I'm thinking about 90 yards from here. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round. So that's a drop shot. Frank, in today's modern game where players are hitting it so far, I always feel like one of the more exciting holes is a reachable par 5, and here we are at the 5th, 570 yards.
Yeah, this is reachable providing you hit a good drive. Otherwise, it becomes very awkward on the layup. Sort of often threading the ball out of trees and just trying to find some sort of third shot. So to your point, big advantage with a good tee shot here.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. Well, this is the kind of wind that separates the great players from the average players. You really have to be strong to handle these kinds of winds. This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green.
Too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Settles in over the putt. That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So, 1 over par for the round. Now a 7-footer. Time to regroup. That's a double bogey. Now set to tee off at the 6th. It is a long par 3, 250 yards.
We could take a little bit off for the downhill, but whichever way you look at it, it's still going to be a beefy par 3. Protected on the left by that front bunker, and if you sort of scoot one long, there's another bunker over there as well.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Rough day so far, 4 over par on the round. Frank, there's a lot to chew on here as you get to the tee at the 532-yard par 5-7.
In today's game, 530 plus change you'd think is incredibly short. And look at the trouble in front of you. Water all the way down the right side and around that right side of the green. Bunkers left. This is not for the faint of heart.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Excellent looking shot here.
Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Playing his fourth shot after the third was wet.
There's out of bounds over there.
He needs to get lucky. Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now, so he doesn't want to compile the error.
Can add up quickly, Frank. This is already his fourth shot.
Yeah, time to knuckle down. Really wants to hit one of his better shots right now.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
So, Frank, he'll take a drop here.
Yeah, he'll take his medicine, take his penalty shot. The hole's not over yet.
Good-looking shot right here. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Still at it, playing his fifth shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law. It's no snack, though.
Don't be short. Just another couple of turns, Frank. Take no pleasure in saying it, but it's a fact. It's a double bogey. Nudge this one home, finish it up. One over for the day. Frank, in modern professional golf, we're seeing more and more drivable par fours, like the 8th here at Quail Hollow, 350 yards. What do you think of this hole?
It's not a bad hole. Drivable, some might say, but the angle of the green means it's hard for that tee shot to keep on the green. But I think the reward for hitting a driver is try and sort of aim at that tree just left of the green. And the reason why is then you've got to pitch up the direction of the green. This is a really narrow green. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank, they took the safe route off the tee. What are they facing now?
Yeah, 245 to the top of this hill, Rich. But still, look at that green up ahead, the angle of it. This is going to have to be hit properly. You want that ball to stop as soon as it lands.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. You can't leave it short, Frank.
Oh, and especially right in the middle.
Just a couple of feet. Moves to 5 over. He's made it. Well, Frank, what do you think of the ninth hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. Hole does dogleg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
Frank, safe to say he is not having his best day out here today. What kind of advice do you give a player who's struggling?
Well, you just almost got to forget what's happened. I know that's easier said than done. Just start a clean slate. Just hit a good shot. Just find a fairway. Don't try and get too specific. There's enough out there. The greens are big enough. Just find a piece of green. Find a piece of fairway. Maybe knock a couple of putts in. And then let it add up in your direction.
Frank, break down this approach shot here at the long par 4 ninth.
Well, it's a lengthy one. A nice high, soft landing shot would work, but don't be too concerned if you're a little left or right of target, because the mounding on the green should help in your favor.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Wow, he needed that, Frank, in the worst way.
Interesting to see what's ahead from now, whether that was just a flash in the pan or the start of something good.
Okay, has it, and stays at 1 over par. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We are set at Quail Hollow for the backside, the 10th hole.
And a nice par 5 where a good drive means that you can reach this par 5 and 2. Just try and avoid that bunker down the left. Second shot's going to play a little downhill.